for science, and I'm wondering, do protests actually work? Calling all nerds, come on over. I got the nerdiest buttons in LA. Come on over, nerds. I got you covered.
Oh, how hard it is to live when your first time's gone away.
So the question on my mind is, with all this activity from all these people, does it make a difference? Does anything these people are doing communicate to the people they want to communicate to?
In 2009, a professor at the University of Copenhagen created a Facebook page to protest the pending demolition of a historic fountain. Within 2 weeks, he had over 27,000 followers. The only thing is, the cause was made up. No one was destroying the fountain. Some observers argue that modern protests make no real difference. They point out that with the advent of social media, it's so easy to get people gathered for a protest that there's no real commitment, and these protests no longer make any difference.
Oh, how hard it is to live when your first time's gone away.
But it's not that simple. We've all seen the effect of the Arab Spring, massive protests throughout the Arab world that toppled governments.
Do you think protests actually work?
Yeah, I think protesting works. I think politicians understand turnouts. I think they understand public messaging.
Can I ask you a question on video?
Sure.
Okay, do protests work?
They draw attention to the issues, and so by that nature, yes, I hope that they do.
Do you believe that protesting works?
I think it's a start.
Okay. Do protests work?
They absolutely do. Me standing here is proof that the civil rights movement worked. So this is definitely going to work.
So, does protesting work?
I believe it does. I believe it shows that we're not afraid. I believe it shows that we're united. And as long as it translates into more progressive, activist, grassroots movement, then I think it really does make a difference. It just depends how well it translates after the protest is over.
We make all our voices heard. They'll talk. Yeah, it all starts from somewhere at the ground level. Grassroots organization is very important in change.
Most social scientists say that policymakers don't generally respond directly to protests. Nevertheless, studies show that these protests are effective. A recent study out of Harvard University concluded that large protests activate attendees and activate the public. Large protests affect voter turnout, they affect contributions, ideology, and they make a big difference over the long run. Journalist L.A. Kaufman recently wrote an insightful book on direct action. In her book, she points out that a protest is just a starting point. It's a way to activate people and get them interested. To be effective, the protest must be preceded by lots of organization, and there must be systems in place to capitalize on those attendees and get them mobilized afterwards to take action on a consistent and long-term basis. That's when a protest makes a difference. I'm Curious John, and if you like what I'm doing on this little channel, please subscribe. And as always, thanks for stopping by.